And now, Country Entertainment presents The Ginger Chronicles with Country and Deathicus.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Ginger Chronicles. It's your boy Big Country. Joining me as always, my co-host with the most, Mr. Deathicus. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm making it. It is fucking hot today.
Oh yeah, you're down there in Nashville. Humidity, hell. What's the temperature today?
Oh shit! Right now, I know it's going up because we just had a flash flood
When?
not 20 minutes ago,
Oh
or
wow.
maybe about 30 minutes ago. So right now where I'm, it's 88. Feels
Feels
like
like 100.
95.
Yeah.
So
I do not miss that. I'm loving it here in Colorado. I hate to rub it in, but damn, I mean,
oh yeah.
when you have humidity under 20%, oh, that's a great time. Well, folks, we have a special guest today. Our first interview here on the Ginger Chronicles. Next guest just placed seventh this past weekend out of 26 in the USA 2020 air guitar competition. But he's standing by. Let's go ahead and bring him in and welcome in Hennessy Williams Experience. We finally got the guy on the phone right here, Mr. The Hennessy Williams Experience. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Well, I'm well.
That's awesome to hear, man. Especially these times with all the COVID-19 going on, the coronavirus. How's everything been going in your family with anybody you know been affected?
Many, many people I know have been affected.
I mean,
Um,
like actually, everybody's
yeah,
affected, but actually,
yes, people who have contracted said virus. I
well,
know
hope
quite
they
a
all
few.
hope they all are
Um,
okay.
Only one of them, maybe two of them, have extreme reactions or symptoms. But they're posting about it every day.
Right.
Somebody very close to me got it who I work with frequently. So I had to deal with that and everything. But it's Florida.
Yeah, true.
Ain't,
You
ain't
you
nothing
are
but a hurricane thing.
you are down the middle of Florida. So, this past Saturday night, the U.S. Air Guitar Championships, all online. Was that like probably the first time ever they've done it all online? I imagine,
Yep.
mainly because of all the COVID-19 going on. How was that? Like, what kind of experience was that for you to do your performance online when you're used to actually traveling around and doing it on stage?
Well, for me, it was a lot more of a comfortable experience. I'm good on stage, but video is where I've always expressed myself better. Plus, it gives you some opportunity to maybe do some angles or especially like do it again
Right.
and repeat it so it's better. Um, it was different, one of the things was we still tried to keep the rules uh, the same as they are on stage. So let me explain that real quick. Very easy.
Okay.
Uh, if you can't do it with a guitar, you can't do it. So you can't throw a guitar up and swallow it and then spit it back up and play
have
it.
have people
Cool.
actually have people tried to do that?
Yeah. You got to keep it realistic. The other thing is you can't have participation from others. So
Right.
it has to be you by yourself, which on video can get kind of tricky because if you film and there's other people around, how do you keep them out of the video? Which,
Okay.
if they get technical with their rules, which happens,
Right.
then you could get disqualified. And you can't grab something and play it. So, like, you can't pick up a pole or like people bring out props. You can't play that like a guitar.
Ah, I got you.
Those are the rules. Other than that, party on, bro.
Because it's pretty much just you on. It's pretty much just you on stage. Dressed up however you want to dress. Theatrically.
Well, right, it's a mixture of. I mean, everybody wants to be a rock star.
Right.
Everybody's air guitared or sung a cappella in the shower or somewhere.
I still do.
Um,
And
that's
no,
why
I'm
I
not
call
going to
it.
have any performances on here either. I'm not going to post those videos
What you have a song of choice in the shower?
in the shower. No. I'm guessing just whatever. And last thing I heard is probably going to be on my mind. Like whatever that was, it could be something my girlfriend been playing. It had more likely something to do with Fish. That's her favorite band, so that might be on my mind. But that's
Okay.
legit. Yeah.
I mean, I'm a Ja Rule.
The Ja
I'm a
Rule.
Ja
What would I be without you?
Yeah.
Is that what you say to yourself in the shower?
Yeah, that's mesmerized in the shower.
So you came
But
out.
either way, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. So you came number seventh place out of 26. That's pretty damn
Right.
impressive, you know. How many people are normally like sign up? Like, how many people do they allow to sign up for these competitions?
Well, we try to keep each competition 25 is the limit,
Okay.
and that's a lot.
Right.
Each performance is 60 seconds.
Okay.
So it's not very long. That's why I call it 60 seconds of air and opportunity.
Right.
Like that.
That's what you get. And it's a mixture, as I was saying earlier, it's a mixture of wrestling and sports and rock stars, all of that all together. So dress up as you want. But yeah, we try to keep it between 10 to 25 people. Because, you know, air guitar, it's quick, it's effective, but you don't want to be watching it for 5 hours.
Right.
So, so last night we actually had 26, or not last night, but Saturday, we actually had 26, which it didn't even feel like that, which is amazing because sometimes on stage, you're like, dang, what person we are? Like, how many? Right. On video, it went bang, 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 bang. It was so fast. It was so well done, like professionally. It was amazing.
I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it in full yet. I've skimmed through it a little bit, and from what I could tell, by the way, any of y'all out there want to check out this, look it up on Twitch, the U.S. Air Guitar Championship, the 2020 on Twitch.tv. It's about 3.5 hours long altogether, but I just skimmed through it a little bit. I'm gonna try to sit down when I have 3.5 hours to spend and actually watch it.
You're gonna have a replay that's a little bit shorter. We got to make some cuts anyway, because whenever there's an air guitar competition, there's that one guy who pushes that envelope, licks it, seals it, sends it away, and pushes it some more after it gets there. And that's what happened.
Is that ever you? Would that be? Are you describing? Would that
cut
be?
That guy out.
Was that you that did it?
No, actually, it wasn't. I kept it. I kept it just black and proud.
Okay. Now, what got you into air guitar? Because you know, for a lot of people here in the States, for me, example, when I think of air guitar, I've never been to an actual air guitar competition. Before you, because I've known you for a long time. Before you, I had no idea we even had air guitar competitions. Period. And one thing I've learned.
I tried to give you an invite once, like.
Dude, I suck at invites. I'm not gonna lie, I suck at invites. But like I said, before you, I had no idea we had these competitions. When I think of air guitar, I think of Bill and Ted back in the day. You know,
there's nothing wrong with that.
Like,
no, but I mean,
that's the only place I ever saw stuff like that was like, you know, a TV sitcom or, you know, that episode of Doug back in the day.
Oh man, yeah.
Which is still one of my favorite episodes.
Oh yeah, great episode, great show.
So
well,
what got you in?
Well, what got me in? Hey, Bill and Ted, as you said, because that's, I'd say, top 5 movies of mine. It's always cool being a weird black guy at school, air guitar and a Bill and Ted. That was great growing up with.
You excited for the new movie coming out?
Yeah, the new movie is coming out, which actually I did an audition for. They had a contest where people air guitared and send in a tape. Yeah, so it's like air guitar, send in a 60-second tape, and we'll look at it, and we might or might not use that for the movie. So I made a tape because I'm like, hey, I get paid to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I can do this. And yeah, they sent me an email maybe a month and a half ago, 2 months. Like, just make basically in long and not so long form. Make sure you watch the movie.
Oh, so you?
I mean, yeah. They're like, we received the video, we loved it, and I thought it was like a bulk email that everybody got.
Right.
And, they do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like everybody gets an email, but we had a lot of people send videos that did not receive that email. So I don't want to get too hyped.
Man,
But
I mean,
there's
more
a
excited about watching.
possibility. I don't think there's any other large 6'5" black air guitars that sent videos into Bill and Ted. Part of me just doesn't think that occurred. So I
Yeah,
had a good chance, maybe.
I think you're definitely unique in that one, brother. Not very.
Oh, yeah.
I was
And
looking
that's
at
one of the reasons, and that leads me into why I started. So there's a documentary called Air Guitar Nation.
Okay.
That came out like 2007, 2008. Me and my homies are sitting. We just got done playing Guitar Hero, which I used to host Guitar Hero nights at a bar in Virginia that nobody came to. Like they dropped it in like 3 weeks.
In Virginia, they wouldn't.
In Virginia, yeah. We were in the back room just playing air guitar for 3 weeks. I got paid. We got playing Guitar Hero. But we watched that movie. We were smoking, watching that movie. And I was like, dude, I could definitely win that. And all my boys are like, whatever, dude. Like, didn't even think nothing of it. I sent an email to the guy in charge of DC that day. And 3 years later, when I moved to Florida, he replied back.
Wow.
And so I was like, well, I don't live there anymore. So what they told me was if you start your own competition, then you're automatically invited to the next round. So I was like, why not? And then it just snowballed into people paying me to do this down here and host shows. And yeah, it's been good. That was 2014, so 6 years ago
later.
now.
Yeah, 6 years later, still in it. Even with COVID going on, you guys still did it online, which is even cool. Some of the performances, I caught one or two looked really, really interesting. The judges were even more hilarious. So I can't wait to see the rest of that 2020 championship from this past Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different types of air guitars, like the glam air, like like the 80s glam airs, and the people who strictly play and don't move, but they literally look like they're playing a guitar. And then you have the people who do this whole dramatic Hamilton setup, and they kind of play guitar, but it's interesting to watch. So there's all kinds of ways to play it. I try to marry all of those into one.
Right. Well, air guitar also being on stage with that, it led you into comedy a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah.
Where you got tell us a little bit about that, about your venture into comedy from air.
Well, guitar. I mean, really, the air guitar is an extension of the comedy. I started doing comedy in 2006.
Okay.
So what was I, 22? I did my first set for my fraternity, which I bombed like, oh my God, it's so bad. I don't count my first open mic set because that was really good. And whenever your first set's really good, you're done. You're done after that.
Right.
It's like, because you need to bomb a few times. So I actually took some time off after that because I felt horrible. And I came back in 2012 ready to go, like actually trying to make moves with it.
Right.
And yeah, so the Hennessy Williams experience, he started as, well, I am him, but he started as an extension of Brian. And eventually it started getting booked and paid more money than Brian.
Uh-oh. So he became more important than Brian.
So here he sits.
Right.
The comedy's fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, also I've noticed you've also been doing some skits. Tell us a little bit about that, these online skits.
So as much as I do stand-up comedy, I started it to actually become a writer, which is my number one goal.
Okay.
I don't want to be on stage, as funny as that sounds. I want other people who are funnier than me to be on stage telling my jokes. So I do these sketches because I'm always writing, always thinking of just the most ridiculous situations that I can think of, or ways to maybe protest or get people involved in things thinking a little differently than they might have been before. So I had so much time during this quarantine to get my sketchy comedy group going, which is we do all kinds of sketches. We do it live. Well, we were doing it live before the pandemic, and we'll be back to it whenever.
Right.
But it's called the Sketchy Comedy Club because we really push the limit.
I like
We're gonna
that.
push them even harder. Once I can actually get multiple people in a room at a time.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's hard to do.
It's hard
right
to
now.
do sketches effectively. Like I like TikTok, but I have a certain level of quality I want the sketches to look like. More of an SNL type feel, Key and Peele.
Right.
And I'm not gonna get that kind of quality posting it on TikTok.
No.
Well, it's funny. It's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for longer, more involved comedy than that. So when I can get my crew, that's why it's a club, a group. We can all get together. We'll have a lot more content coming out.
How many of y'all are in the group?
Right now, there's 3 of us. C.T. Brown, who is a good friend of mine. Really, actually, I'm going to say 2 of us. Right now, it's me and C.T. Brown, right now. Should be 3 of us, my buddy in Virginia. He's got to get his butt down here. But I rotate out people. Like, whoever wants to be in a sketch and it's funny, let's do it. You know, the group is, I'm looking for people actively who want to do improv and things of that nature. I wouldn't really call it improv, though, because we're writing this out. Like, we're not, this is
Oh, maybe y'all should do an online competition, man. Have people submit or get on.
Oh, for sure.
Use Zoom.
I'm submitting my Mr. Unemployment. Mr. Unemployment has done very well. A video I made.
I watched that video. I laughed. It was hilarious. I love that video.
I made a video about how we should play basketball now with the with the coronavirus issues. They're not really following in the NBA, but whatever. But that was TikTok videos. Yeah, I've been making videos. That's what I went to school for. I majored in film and graphic design. All right, man. You got all that package, get at.
Yeah, that's one thing I've been trying to get into here lately myself with all this is graphic design and some video editing and I'm starting to get into some animation and stuff. I'm not going to try to go to school for it, but
there's a huge calling for it nowadays.
Oh yeah, there is.
You should air guitar. Just get a cheese head. Put that on.
Oh, I've got my cheese head, bro. You know I got a cheese head.
So I'm gonna set you up. See, that's what I do. I set people up for success in air guitar.
Hold on one second.
Oh God, here we go. It's gonna happen.
I mean, if you air guitar with the cheese head, a Brett Favre jersey, and some underwear and a Bud Light, you might just win based off of oh my gosh.
What you just stated sounds like a Super Bowl commercial.
Nah, let the cheese listen to it.
Well, the headphones won't go over it, but I got my cheese head. It's never too far away from me.
So like I was saying, yeah, you're going to have to Michael Jackson it, hold it.
Yeah.
That's how Michael Jackson hold it.
Oh, Lord.
He hold his nose up. He hold his nose in.
Hold on one second.
Oh, man. The cheese head did fit very well.
It did fit his head very well.
Did you get that just custom made fit your head?
No, I'll show you why. They're cool. Hold on.
Oh, don't tell me you modified it.
One size fits all. Now, here's the thing about a cheese head. All right, and the reason why they're like this is because if you don't want to wear it, put your popcorn right here and your drinks in each one of these holes. Tell you, boy, Green Bay Packers are smart. It's all about.
Put some nachos in it.
That's exactly nachos.
No.
Did you know that the Pittsburgh Steelers,
ridiculous.
the Pittsburgh Steelers terrible towel is also made in Wisconsin? Wisconsin's
Now I
known
was
for
saying, if you advertise Cheesehead, Ginger Cheesehead,
ginger cheese head. There's a
you're
lot of
gonna
them.
you're gonna win. You're gonna get points just from just jabroniness.
Hey, if you get points for jabroniness, man, then I'll win the damn competition, okay?
I get points for him all the time. You can damn well win if you are jabroni enough.
Well, shit, you mentioned like the ginger cheese head. Have you ever been to Wisconsin?
That's an amazing name.
But that's the majority of what lives in Wisconsin are gingers.
Oh yeah, I didn't even look at that. Yeah,
There's a lot
that's
of it.
perfect. Now you better do it. I'll give you a free entry because it does cost money to enter.
All right, I'll tell you what.
Free entry next year.
Okay, I might come down to. I'll tell you what. I will do that.
Okay.
I will do it.
All right.
You got
I'll
me.
hold you to it.
I will do it. I've already got the.
We have video evidence, so you made the
good
promise.
thing-
True. I can always edit this out. No, I'm playing.
The good thing about our show is if you win our show, because there's different levels of show,
Right.
if you win Orlando, you go right to the national championship. You don't have to compete in the semifinals. Now, we might be changing that rule, but as of right now, that's still the rule.
The country cheesehead.
Now, we did have a guy named the number 2 air guitarist in the world last year was the Ginger Assassin.
See, so I got to leave the ginger alone then.
So
Number
you
two
could
guy's
just
got-
be Cheesehead.
Yeah, but the country cheesehead.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I mean, that's my name, country with a K. The country cheesehead. There you go. Right
Cowboy
to-
boots, Brett Favre.
I don't know about the cowboy boots, man. I ain't that type of country person. That's more the Texas style. I'm from Tennessee.
You
originally.
ain't, where you at, Colorado or wherever? Man, they got plenty of cowboy boots out there.
They probably do. You ain't gonna catch me wearing them. I'm not jumping on a bull. I'm not jumping on a horse. I'm not putting on cowboy boots. No.
Old Town Road didn't.
Nah,
You
they
need to play a little bit.
That's that song. Oh god.
I'll wear some steel toe boots. I will wear those. Like some black steel toe boots. Yeah, I got a pair of those. I ain't gonna lie.
There's some good cowboy boots. I'd rock the cowboy hat if I could. Shoot.
I like rocking the cheesehead.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, how often do y'all get submissions from people like in other countries, like Asia or anything like that, Russia, dude? Is it often or kind of?
So in a normal year, each country has their whole. This sounds like dodgeball, the movie. I know it does, but just think about it. If you think about it that way, it ain't really that much different.
I mean, this might be a good movie we can make. So.
Oh well, there's actually a play filtering through called Airness that might make its way to Broadway eventually. It's been doing very well based off some of our air guitars. But so yeah, a movie would be a great idea. But each country, like England, has all their competitions, and then they determine a British English winner. Russia has one, Germany, Japan. The Japan winner has won like the last 2 years. Well, not last year. The year before that, she won twice, I think.
Oh wow.
Then Australia, Canada. We need Mexico. We need something down there to come up. Something, please. And then America. So yeah, we do our whole tournament, and then normally in August, it was July this year, we have our national or our world championship. And then our national ones are too, but this year was actually moved to like May, the national championship, so that people had some time to prepare to go to Oulu, Finland, which is where the world championships are every year.
Yeah, because it's real big. It's real.
Oulu, Finland.
I noticed that over in Finland and over in that area, it's really big over there.
Oh, it's huge. Like when you watch whenever you watch the World Championships, it's like looking at when Queen did Live Aid or whatever it was. Like, 'cause
Oh,
it's
wow.
like a festival. Like everybody's in the street,
Hmm.
so it's like the whole streets are full as they're doing it, and it's a legit. They treat it like a legit for real show over there. We do here too, but not like how they do.
Right. Are there
And
any?
I've been wanting. I want to make it so bad. I need to get better.
Hey, practice makes perfect, man. I've seen one of your recent. I don't know if it's a recent one or not. It looked like it was in a, but no, it wasn't recent because it was in a club, so it's definitely before the shutdown. I mean, I think you do a really good job. I mean, of course, I've seen a lot of the people, especially ones overseas, man. Some of the
Yeah, some of them do
performances.
stuff. It's like what messes me up is, unfortunately, I grew up listening to black music, which not exactly heavy on guitar a lot of times. You know, it is what it is. And then when you get into these competitions, the first round, you pick your own song. I finished top 3, top 4. I make it to the second round every time, pretty much. The second round, they pick a song, and you got to play it. You hear it once, and then you got to play it. Never fails. It's like, I'm like, oh, I just say it's not AC/DC, like whatever. You know, every now and again I know it, but normally it's like something I'm like, wow, okay.
Well, I'm sure though, the more you do it, the more like you hear these different
Right,
songs.
right.
Like you remember that. So I mean, plus I mean, I'm sure it's opening your horizon of music choices as well. So that the better you get, the more they want to throw these random songs at you. They'll land on one you'll know, knock it out the park.
Right.
Yeah, like, do
And
they
that's
have
what
like
the
a?
people who win do.
Right.
And then you got the people like me who are focused on their first round. And then I try to put Spotify on. I'm like, search white guys music 80s. Didn't hear none. I did it for like 9 hours driving from here to the national championships in New York.
Oh my God.
Like, damn, I still didn't hear that song. I listened to 9 hours straight of it, yo, metal and like, oh my God, Parkway Drive. I think I heard like 10,000 songs by them. I don't even. Oh my God. So yeah, I need to up my music taste a little bit.
No, do they have like
They throw
a?
country music out.
Do they have like a list that they would pull songs from, or is it just like completely random?
Yeah, like, cause you want to have the 60-second clip, and one of the things that I started doing was, to get people interested in the crowd, just already have a list of songs, and just be like, hey, you go up there and perform, and you want to win, you go to New York. Like, I'm sending you to New York, you win. Or I'll give you free beers, but here's the list. So we already have a database of songs cut. Whenever somebody makes a good cut of a song, we add it to the database.
Okay.
And that way, if you ever need it. So really, if you listen to the database, you'll probably come across the song that's gonna play for the second round. But it's still like, I don't even know how many songs now.
No.
And then we also have like licensing with different, because if we play it live, some music you can't play.
Yeah.
Right.
And you need the licensing for it. So like it might play the first time through, but when you replay it, they'll flag it right out.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
A lot of Michael Jackson stuff like that. Like, really shouldn't even do Michael Jackson live if you want somebody else to see it, because they're not going to see it. It's going to get flagged. YouTube's going to be like, no,
Oh yeah.
no, sir. But yeah, it's pretty extensive, that list. I've been adding all the hip hop stuff to it. But I've been able to find a lot of nice remixes, and I also do a lot of performances that don't have anything to do with USA guitar, so I don't have to follow their rules anyway.
Like the competitions. You should. Okay, yeah, you should. That's what I was gonna say. Your competition. Are there any like future ones coming up that are gonna be online? With the whole pandemic, or is that gonna be it for right now?
Well, anything lined up regarding what, the air guitar, or just
Yeah, like any shows coming up in the near future, like for air guitar.
Oh, well, yeah, we're trying to find out ways, obviously, with the pandemic going on, to do this thing maybe a little bit more distant. what I was about to start doing was lip sync nights at the same spot that I was doing the open mic nights at in Melbourne, Florida, called Rubik Cafe and Games. We could probably very well start that back up, and even though it might not be the best idea right now, I mean, we probably could start that back up. We're definitely looking into trying to do like, whether it be like weekly TikTok contests. TikTok is good for air guitar because it's 60 seconds. So you can make a lot of videos just messing around doing air guitar, just trying to get more faces on it. I got a lot of sketches coming out that I just did myself since I had to do them all myself. So it's not really the Sketchy Comedy Collab, it's Sketchy Comedy Hennessy. I need one. Yeah, I mean, but that should be in the next 2 to 4 weeks. We'll start seeing some videos coming out, and then maybe as this pandemic starts to quiet down, we'll start being back out in comedy and all that good stuff.
I hope it starts to quiet down. Doesn't look like
I mean, it's one of those, it's like, you want to say it's going to go away, and then it doesn't. And, I mean, I've been at places here in Florida where they could care less. And then I've been at places where don't even come within 42 feet of me. But it's all across the board. A comedy is one of those things. Is there a lot to laugh about right now? Yes or no?
Right. I think comedy could
depends
get
on
us
how you
through it.
view it.
Right. I mean, I think comedy could get us actually through. Right now, like a lot of people are out there worried or upset, depending on what kind of stance you have on it. I think comedy, always has a way of healing everybody. You know what I mean? Making people laugh is a way of, bringing people together. It's a way of making people laugh during hard times. So I definitely think there's more need for comedy. And unfortunately, without there being like stand-up, without an audience, it's very hard to do stand-up comedy. There have been those people who have tried to do it online without an audience. And I mean, that's something, you just got to feed out the audience. And
it took a long time to get to where I felt comfortable doing that. Like, all right, let's go up there. And like, I actually still host more shows than actually doing like headlining or whatever, because hosting I can cheat. So I can go up there, I can do like 1 minute, and then if I'm about to mess up, be like, and now coming up, like I can just skip the whole bomb. I can see it coming. So that's one of the reasons I like hosting more. But yeah, stand-up is not a game. It really is. What's funny is these bars that are open for it, it's like nobody can really sit next to each other.
Right. Oh yeah, they got them spread out.
So they're like laughing and like scatters. Like you can hear an echo through the room. So you got to be pretty much good at bombing right now to be at some of these clubs, because they can't even sit close. They can't get enough people in there. Yeah, but I'm eager to get back out there. I think we all are. Yeah.
Well, I pulled up I found one of your air guitar performances, and I want to air it on the podcast. Is that cool? I went ahead and pulled that up. Is that...
Which one? I mean, we got, if you go to Hennessy, if you go to Orlando Air Guitar on YouTube or Facebook.
I got one. I already found one. I'm gonna pull up.
Okay.
And share that with everybody. Let everybody see that right here on the podcast. 1 second.
Okay. You do some technology. You dig it! Oh man.
Is he telling you not to smoke?
Oh man. So I'm giving myself an applause for that one.
That was awesome.
I think I almost fell. Yeah, I'm so disappointed in that one because I had to go first, and that was just such a quality 6 point. Like we do it at a 6 point. That was a 6.0 all day. But when you go first, sometimes they're just not ready for it yet. You know what I'm saying? Like they might give you a lower score. Sometimes it happens. That's my excuse. Because I did that same performance a little differently at the national semifinals, and I came in third.
Okay.
So I made it all the way, but third doesn't get you to the national championship.
But hey,
So
you got there this year.
Yeah, exactly. So
Came
this
in
year I made
seventh.
it. Yep. Finally, 6 years. So we just keep climbing up. I'm gonna win. Be that first black male champion right
Dude,
there.
I got
There you
faith
go.
in you,
The
man.
history book.
You can do it. I got faith in you. Mark, you got any more questions for Hennessy?
Off the top of my head, not really. Like, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it because, like I said earlier, like I never knew this was like a major thing. Like I said, all I'd seen was in sitcoms and stuff. So I'm still just kind of.
Well, it started in the. This is paraphrasing a little bit, but it started in the '70s. I'm trying to remember what festival it was, but they actually did it as like interpretive. You know how they were back then. It was like interpretive. The guitarist would be playing, and then somebody would be like interpreting them playing, and they would watch it. And then,
Like a mime, kind of.
kinda, yeah, like kinda, but they would really be doing it, and
Okay,
that's when it
well,
was more technical, like, because that's how you get judged, technical, whether it looks like you're playing, stage presence, which that's a 6 every time for me, and airness, which is a 6 every time for me. Airness is just the quality of being awesome. I mean, but the technical is important because you want to look like you're playing
right.
for the most part, and that's how they used to be. Like I said, my history on it is always like but they really started getting big in the early 2000s with the yearly contest,
Okay.
and it actually got really big, like huge in the late 2000s, and then like in between like 2006 2010, like huge. And then we've been trying to build that base back up. Because people retire, they go on to do other things. I mean, it's kind of funny. It's just like sports. Like you have your major heavy hitters, and then they're like, "Hey, I'm gonna go John Cena myself in Hollywood."
So, as far as retirement goes, what's the oldest competitor you've came across yourself?
Like what am I competitively like?
Like say you say any of the events you've been to for air guitar, competitions wise, what's the oldest competitor you've seen actually perform at an air guitar competition?
Oh, they've seen older that there was one real old dude who did it. Man, Claude's got to be in his 70s. And he's
Still
like,
got all
and
the
he's
energy.
definitely, we have a guy named Tiger Claw. He's going to get mad. He's going to be like, I'm not that old. But I'm like, man, he's old, like, he was doing it. Like, he always talks about being like at Woodstock and all that. I'm like, you were at Woodstock? How old?
Not old. I just went to
But he's a
Woodstock.
really good air guitarist. He's so technical.
Right.
Uh,
Is he any good?
What's up?
Is he pretty good?
No, he's really good. He'll tell you too. Like he has a whole book. He came to my second competition here. He was a judge. He got a whole binder full of all of his achievements in air guitar. If you ever want to ask him, message him on Facebook. He'll be more than happy to tell you. His name's Tiger Claw Lefevre. We got Strud, Strud. He's probably in his 60s. And he's won a bunch of times recently. Oh, dude, all the time. Old ladies. I pulled old ladies up at our competition. I don't even know how old she was. She didn't win.
Well, man.
Everybody in guitars, man.
Well, man, it's definitely been a pleasure, brother, having you on the show today. I don't think I have any more
Yes,
questions.
sir.
Mark, you got any more questions?
The only other question I could think of is like, have y'all ever gone like so deep into practicing, like you'd actually like look at a song, like watch a video of a song played and like try to get a guitar similar to that and like follow exactly where that's what you do, like follow where their hand movements
that's how I
is.
try to learn. Like,
Yeah.
and you'll actually see my style. Like, I try to play more like if I was playing my guitar than like I said, there's different styles. Like there's glam air where they play like this 80s, like just but they're not really playing. So you know they don't watch somebody really play it.
Yeah. So you
And then
actually
you
try to
have
follow the
people
finger
who,
movements and kind of
people who know they either can really play it,
yeah.
or they're watching somebody on YouTube. They hit every note. But if you're doing that, you can't really move a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because you're keeping it tight. Then you have people who say, screw all that, and I'm just going to. And then sometimes they win. You know what I'm saying? I try to actually use Rock Band and Guitar Hero as, just to help my finger placement, to keep my fingers fast so that people can see that. Because that's what it does, make your fingers fast playing Guitar Hero.
Right.
And then I watch YouTube videos of exactly how they play it, and I try to marry the two. It needs to be a big movement so people can see it.
Right.
And when you keep it tight, people have won that way, but it can be boring. Just, you know, watching a guy like, even though they're hitting every single note like perfect.
Yeah, you also got to kind of hype the crowd a little bit. So
exactly,
entertainment, baby, entertainment.
Yep, that's what makes it hard. You got to try to find the perfect marriage of all those things. And then you got people who can dance and they can do splits and backflips. You're like, oh my God.
Well, man, this has definitely been one hell of a entertaining show, in my opinion. I've loved every minute of it. Thank you for coming on, brother. Let everybody know where they can find you on social media.
At Mr. Henny Wills. So that's at MrHennyWillz. That is my handle for Twitch, Instagram, Twitter. You can find me on Facebook with that. Or if you can search on Google for the Hennessy Williams Experience, I should pop up. I think I've made enough noise and paid enough money to pop up. If not, then I need to do more.
Pay some more money.
Facebook, the Hennessy Williams Experience. There's multiple. You're going to see me. I'm an embodiment of the culture. I weave in and out just like The Wire, baby. I'm there.
Well, man, I knew you wouldn't disappoint being on as a guest today, and I've loved every minute of you.
Hell yeah.
Hennessy, everybody, the Hennessy Williams Experience. Thank you very much, brother.
Holla.
All right. All right. And once again, thank you to Hennessy for joining us. Mark, what'd you think, man? First time.
That was interesting, and it definitely opened up some avenues that I'm gonna have to research on YouTube and Twitch and stuff. Like I said multiple times, I did not know that there were air guitar competitions and groups. I thought that was just something people did on like either in their bedroom or on a TV sitcom.
Well, I hope we put a smile on all y'all's face today. I want to thank you for tuning in. Been a long day. Well, thank y'all for
and it's still young.
Yeah, it still is. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Ginger Chronicles today. Once again, for Deathicus, I am your boy Big Country. And y'all have a good one.